Welcome back, bogies. Another episode. This time we're going to have a concentrate on the bonnet and see if it's savable and what we're going to do with it. So, bonnet's a bit strange. I don't know. Flaking off, rusted under there. So I don't know if water's just got on it. It's been resprayed at some point. Maybe it's had fire damage. Can't really see from underneath. But yeah, I don't think it's going to last longer than the car. It's going to need replacing at some point, but it's what I've got for the moment, so I'm going to have to just make do. Bonnet gaps are pretty good for my standards, that's for sure. Just a little bit tight, just down near the front here, which I sort of just noticed a bit when I was doing the front end, but because it's everything else lined up, subframe mounts and things like that, I was more concerned with all with that sort of thing. So, and I was a bit dubious about this bonnet because it was definitely rusted underneath. So, yeah. Now I think what I'm going to do. Normally I thought these lips that hold the grill top of the chrome strip on are spot welded on. This one's screwed on. So again, I'm wondering whether they used to do that at some point, or could this be a Mark 1 bonnet and someone's converted it? Or it's just a pattern bonnet and maybe they didn't come with those and then you had to sort of screw your old one on. Because it doesn't look like the screw holes are perfectly positioned, so it looks like someone's done it manually. So part of me thinks maybe it's a pattern bonnet. God, yeah, because there's a load of welding along here as well. Alright, that makes me feel happier that there's a load of welding down this edge. That's why it's not fitting too well, or doesn't help. So I feel a lot better now just chopping this thing up and making it fit a bit better. Because I think that's what's better to do. I'm not going to touch the wings or anything. I'd rather make the bonnet fit, because it's a lot easier to do that than it is to do all the wings and everything. And so we're just going to hack this bonnet to bits. It's rusty. Let's see if we can make something half decent out of it. Well, as I said, this side had already had some welding done to it underneath, so I'm expecting to cut through this in a minute. Basically what I'm going to do is take a little slice out and move the edge of the bonnet across, just to give me a slight gap, because that's what I can do at the moment. But yeah, it looks like someone's already done something to it, so I might find a bit of filler coming out of there in a minute. So yeah, let's take a slice out. Okay, bodge or not, I've taken a slither out and I've ground it down. So basically, I'm going to weld that back in on the edge. Whether the bonnet's going to need so much filler in the end anyway, I don't know, because there's something gone wrong with it. It's really bad. So, but at least I'll have a bonnet to start with. Oh, what a lovely body gap now. Oh, God's sake. We'll see. It might be just scrap, but we'll see. I'll paint it up, I'll get as much fill on it as I can. Maybe if another bonnet comes along. I know my dad's got one. I'm going up and seeing him in a few weeks, so I can check that out. But I think the back of it's rusty on that one. So maybe I should just buy the bullet and buy a brand new one, but who knows. Alright, a bit more welding on that, and we need to look at the rust on the other side of the bonnet. Sorry, I didn't film it. I just went over this again with 240, got that down to 240. I've just got a bit of extra primer on both sides now. Don't look too bad at the moment. I'm still obviously planning on filler primer in the whole car yet, definitely once, maybe twice. We'll see how we do and what my plan is. So yeah, pleased for the bit of progress. Slowly covering up the joins where the old and new have met. So yeah, still lots more to do. Alright, I just put a bit of satin black, or gloss black actually, that'll can, just over some of the joins while I've been doing it. There's what they call a guide coat, so I'm going to try and rub that down now with a block and see if there's any high spots and do a bit more fillering. That's funny, isn't it? Think you're done. Rubbed it down, saw that I had quite a bit of a high patch in the metal. Tapped it with a hammer and bang, hole appears. Brilliant. So not sure, I don't know if I've pressed the button there. You can see here that there's like a little channel there of black. So that's telling me that as I block it across, that is lower because the black hasn't gone away. And a little bit there as well, you see. That's the idea anyway. Again, I ain't no professional. Now, I could just put some filler over this hole. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and we move on. But as soon as it's on video, I feel obliged to weld the hole up. So let's drag the old weld around. I think you finished welding, we've got some more to do. Hole welded up. Let's just block the other side so we can see if we need a bit of filler the other side or not. While that cools down. Alright, touch more filler on those bits. Again, put way too much filler on as always. But yeah, getting there. Alright, nearly going to call it on this video. Not really done much today. So, I noticed a dent right from the start when I first got these wings. They came with the car, so I expect they've just been in a garage or a shed for years. Had a bit of a high dent. Had a ping from the other side sort of thing, like a little hammer prick. So you can just see the silver spot where I've just sanded that down. So I've just tapped that down. Then I've just gone over now with a block, and you can just see how much of the silver areas where obviously the block sanded, and the dark areas where the block didn't get. So yeah, very highlights a good reason to use guide coat, and I shall try and use it my best as I can. Alright, until next time guys, cheers.